Aloha everyone. It was another solid session overall for the stock market on Monday. I can't believe the indexes continue to drift up and higher like they are. It would be much better if we ebb and flowed higher, but if we're going to continue to V-ramp to new highs, I really don't have any problems with it. But where the issues come into play is when you rally like this, you get stock moves like this. So thank God for stops. This is why I use stops. First cut loss was right below the 1027 low a day. Final stop was right below 1026. I got out right at those levels, locked in gains on the overall position before completely cratered. Stock moves like this don't happen in oversold markets. This is a byproduct of overbought markets that just V-ramp higher, no ebbing and flowing, relieving of overbought conditions. So whenever something sells off, it gets nasty. So keep all that in mind. There's a lot of new long positions again this weekend. I told you there was a lot of long signals. If they all failed, I would not be surprised. None of them failed. Every single one held true, including 3 gapping and running without me. CYAD, MRVL, and PTN. They all moved without me. I'll try to get them with some limit orders over the next 10 days. If not, no biggie, we're moving on. But once again, like I said this weekend, all of these long signals, they have the same thing in common only. Very, very, very low inherent risk to big potential upside. 4 to 5 to 1 reward risk possible ratios in all of these names. None of these stocks were confirmed in multiple scans. None of these stocks have patterns that are just so beautiful that if I had the opportunity, I would throw my entire account into them. They're just all solid signals with the proper reward risk ratios. Nothing is better than the other. They're just all basically decently safe, except for the last 2 I'm going to go over that I want everyone, and I mean everyone, to avoid. I just want to be transparent and let you know what I'm doing, but please do not take the last 2 long signals I go over at all. The first stock I'm going to go over is SSTK because it first showed up in my CanSlim scan. It's no longer CanSlim quality stock, and I told myself I would not go long unless it made that tertiary scan of mine, and it did because the volume was above average. But SSTK, earnings winner, sold off, held the gap up. Now it's turning candle over candle price bar with the bullish engulfing full body like pattern, that above average volume in the green bop. This looks good to go. 0.5% of my account capital. I'm going to get long with the limit at 37.60. The close. First cut loss 36.34. Final cut loss, a gap fill at 35.49. You can just use the 1 if you want. That's the only 0.5% position. The rest of these are 1% account capitals. We'll start it off with the safest one, IBUI. It's a play on the online retail ETF sector like Amazon or what have you. Another huge pocket pivot point signal, max green bop, bullish candle hammer reversal, candle over candle pattern. Want to get long? I buy 37.37, the high of the day since it's not extended. First cut loss, and maybe your only cut loss, 36.80. I'm willing to give it all the way back to here. Maybe your final sell stop is here. Like I said, maybe it's that first stop. Probably should be that first stop. But me, I'm willing to give it all the way back here to the September lows, which is 35.99 before I get rid of all my position. Now, it breaks these lows right here on heavier volume or loses that green bop up before hitting this level, all of my stop will be raised. There won't be any questions asked whatsoever. iBuy was in my which scan was that in? My max green bop for 5-day scan. That's how I found it. It's got such low average volume that it wasn't even my price volume bop surge scan. The next stock, PLT. This is a recent earnings winner. Damn, I wish this candle would be more open. There you go. So now you can see that the close is higher than the open. Nice bullish hammer reversal candle price bar on above average volume with bop growing right at the 200-day moving average, holding the gap. Want to get long, PLT, limit order. 51.25. First cut loss, this low right here, 50.14. It goes below 50.15, hits 50.14, I'm out. Final cut loss, 48.93. It goes below 48.94. PLT, I am out. But once again, very nice long position. Has that potential upside that we're looking for. Can move up possibly 26%. And what do I risk if I'm wrong? A couple of percent. So once again, that over 5 to 1 reward risk ratio. This is a pretty good looking stock chart overall. It's not the best, but it's pretty good overall. And then FET also came from my price volume bop surge scan. You can see the same similar pattern. I think that this is an earnings winner also because it had earnings at the end of the year. So it's an earnings winner, pulled back, and now it's bouncing off the 50-day moving average of the pocket pivot point signal, volume surge, and bop surge. Want to get long? FET, limit order, 1460, the high of the day. First cut loss level, and maybe your only one, move below 1365 at 1364. My final cut loss will be a move below 1265, 1264. So another pretty good setup. And then there is OKTA. This showed up in my IPO scan. If BOP wouldn't have gone green, this would not have been a new long signal because volume is below average. But there's very few good IPO long signals out there. They always seem to come from extended patterns or choppier patterns. And this one is pretty choppy, but it's starting to tighten up. It's got that green BOP again. Volume is contracting, so it should explode higher. If it does not, I can cut my losses pretty quickly and move on. Want to get long? OKTA, limit order, 28.95. First sell stop right there. It's right there. 27.96. Gets below 27.97, I'll be out of half. You might want to be out of all, but no matter what, this should be your final stop. You should not let it get past this late October low of 27.09, so it moves below 27.10. I will be completely out of OKTA. Now the best signal overall this evening, CAI. CAI, you can see this is a Zoom 3 chart on Telechart. Tons of green BOP all year long. This is a chart pattern that I used to see every once in a while in 98, 99, 2000, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007. But post 2008, this is a very rare chart. Is it perfect? No. Zooming up into it, you can see it's a pretty good looking stock chart overall. But the base right here is not symmetrical to this uptrend leg. For it to be symmetrical, it's going to need to continue to pull back like it is and touch the 50-day moving average and then do a candle print like it's doing today. But a bullish full body print, candle price bar on above average volume with BOP still green. I don't like how BOP's going the wrong way, but if the stock turns higher from here right at this strong support level, BOP should turn with it. If not, we'll raise those stops. It's how we always do it. Want to get long? CAI, limit order 3640. I don't want to do the high of the day because it's extended from the 20-day moving average. First cut loss level right there. A move below 3530, 3529. I'll be out half. On the ad signal, I'm still long. The initial long signal came back here, but I didn't get my shares till right here. But the final cut loss level on this ad signal, 32.99, this low a day here, it moves below 33. Get out of all of this ad signal. First cut loss, final cut loss. And then the last two I just want to quickly go over. They both have earnings coming up. These are both perfect speculator scan quality stocks. AIMT, this is a low price perfect speculator name. Nice big gap up, it's consolidating, but this gap up is not due to earnings. So I want to go ahead and try to take a runner on AIMT. My limit order is going to be 3078. It's crazy. Probably should be half of this, but I'm going to go ahead and shoot the moon. 1% of my account. I know that's laughable too, 1%. People put 20, 10, 15, 30, 50% of their account capital in position, and I'm talking about shooting the moon with 1%. That just tells you how I trade, so keep that in mind. You young bucks, you can shoot for the moon with real capital if you want. I don't recommend going long anything ahead of earnings, so even 1% is a bit nuts. But AIMT anyway, 3078 the limit order. First cut loss level right there. Move below 2922, 2921, I'll be out of half. A move below 2832 or move below 2833, hitting 2832, I will be out all. But I like this pattern, but unfortunately earnings are coming up, so there's nothing I can do. Not only was it perfect speculator, it was in my max green BOP for 5-day scan. Then the really crazy one, PXLW. Look at this Zoom 3 chart. Beautiful, just like CAI. Not as beautiful because it does have red BOP, but that beautiful overall green is in there. Beautiful uptrending consolidation, nice ebb and flow to the stock. Earnings are tomorrow after the close, so this is a stupid trade. Limit order 556, the high of the day. My one and only cut loss 530. I might even be stupider and even use 507, so if it moves below 508, I might then get out of all of it and a move below 531, and I'll only get out of half of it. But a Zoom 4 kind of shows the picture. Pretty nice chart. Super, super risky. Earnings are after the close tomorrow.